heat acclimatization tips. Female athletes over 40, anyone who needs help with training heat and or strength training tips, here are my quick tips. I'm taking a break right now. It's super hot. Hydrating is not enough. So if you're just getting water, you can have hypernatremia, which is too much water and lacking electrolytes. You are basically diluting electrolytes your body needs. So again, electrolytes is key. Another quick tip that I like to do is I will start my rides, especially if I'm going somewhere different that is hotter. I will gradually increase my time. I'm going for time, not miles. So that is a tip that I tell my athletes, go for time. You're going to go out, ride for an hour in the heat, get used to it, hydrate, get acclimated, and then you're going to increase that time to 2 hours, whatever. So this is my little bit longer ride. I'm just seeing how my body does. Number 3, your heart rate, your VO2 max is going to be affected in high heats. Your core temp, everyone has a baseline or a high end core temp, or if you go above that, you are going to decrease your output. Your VO2 max is going to go down as you get past that certain heat core temp rate, which is probably, if I remember correctly, somewhere around 100 degrees outside. Everyone's power is going to be diminished. So if you're trying to hit those numbers and you're wondering why, that's why. For my female athletes, perimenopausal, menopausal, our heat acclimatization suffers as we get closer. Hormones are changing, drifting. Myself as an endurance athlete, I also know that I'm rarely thirsty. So your cues for hunger and thirst change. And especially for females, you are already at a deficit. So we already have a harder time staying hydrated because our cues, which is based on hormones, are different. We don't sense that sense of satiety and thirst, and it can run us into problems. I've been taken off courses multiple times for heat stroke, literally taken out by ERs. It is an expensive and life-threatening an incident. You do not want to do that. I do not want to do that. I do not want that for anyone. So hydration, added electrolytes, adaptation, starting with time-based, increasing your time. Heat saunas, if you live somewhere cool and you're going to race somewhere hot, trying to get into that heat, acclimatization, physiological adaptations. Again, not shooting for that power number, realizing that your power may be decreased, your VO2 max may be decreased. And then again, taking care of yourself. And for me, I set a timer. Even if I'm not thirsty, I drink. If I'm not hungry, I eat, because my cues are a little bit blunted, especially as I get closer to menopause and perimenopausal. And again, strength training, that's my last tip. You guys think strength training is going to make you slow on the bike? Absolutely not. The more muscle you have, the more you're oxygenating blood to create a higher VO2 max. That is more power. You will be faster. So do not neglect strength training. As you get older, your muscle mass decreases with age, so it is not going to be there. So if you're wondering why you feel slow and you're older, it's not one thing, it's all of these things, right? So do the work. Give yourself some time, add in these adaptations, and just have some grace with yourself, right? It doesn't mean you stop racing. It doesn't mean you're old and out of shape. It just means you need to change the way you train. And in some manners, you may need to train smarter and just be a little bit more methodical about your planning. That's it.